Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of CamLogic's Tech Tuesday. My name is Josh Ponzetti and I am the Solid Edge Applications Engineer at CamLogic. Tech Tuesday is our free weekly 30-minute tips and tricks webinar. Today's topic is Solid Edge, Fast Foot Assembly. Let's begin with talking a little bit about who is CamLogic. CamLogic is a leading provider of product lifecycle management, PLM solutions, 3D scanning, and rapid prototyping, technology, and services to help companies design and build better products, improve processes, reduce cost, and maximize profitability. Let's talk a little bit about our technologies. We provide unparalleled engineering technological solutions, along with the services and support to ensure our client success. You can see there in the slide, we offer 3D scanning, CAD, CAM, CAE, SLM, PDM, 3D printing, and rapid prototyping. CamLogic is a Siemens PLM solution partner. We offer the complete Siemens software suite, including NX, Solid Edge, VMAP, and Teamcenter. We also provide a complete array of 3D printing hardware and services, solutions including the 3D Systems project series and the Z printer series, the most affordable 3D printers on the market, including solutions in mechanical design, healthcare, CAE, and entertainment. 3D scanning technologies rounds out the trifecta of engineering solutions, from state-of-the-art hardware like Romir, Absolute Arm, Shape Grabber, and Z Scanner, and cutting-edge time-saving inspection and reverse engineering for products from Geomagic and RapidForm. CamLogic is here to provide a variety of solutions to meet your business challenges. We also offer professional, high-quality, in-house scanning services. All right, let's go ahead and get into our lesson for today. Some flash fit function. Basically, recently what I've been doing in contact with my customers is there's been a while customers still kind of using the traditional assembly way of creating assemblies. So they're going, they're grabbing their mate, they're grabbing their planar line, they're grabbing their axial line, connect, angle relationships. And through the assembly process, by doing it through the traditional manner, it can make a long road out of a short walk. So what I want to do today was put together a quick demonstration showcasing the flash fit function. The flash fit function mainly covers the mate, the planar line, and the axial line. Let's talk a little bit about the flash fit benefits. Reduce number of steps. You're going to basically cut your number of steps in half by utilizing the flash fit function within Solid Edge. Solid Edge does the thinking for you. No longer do you have to go out and grab that mate or that axial line or that planar line. Solid Edge, through selecting surfaces, will automatically apply those relationships without hesitation. Real assembly practices. Assemble like real life. That's what I tell all my customers. Assemble like real life. If you want two surfaces to go together, pick the two surfaces, put them together. So let's go ahead and get started. You can see here I have what most of you guys are probably used to seeing in your everyday workflow. got an assembly environment with some parts in there. We'll go ahead and rotate this around a little bit so you guys can see what's kind of going on in there. Right. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and begin assembling in the assembly environment, and by doing so I'm going to default to the flash fit. I'm going to come up here and select the assemble. You can see here on my command bar, let's just take a quick minute. Let's take a look at this command bar. This is the assemble command bar, and you can see that you have some occurrence properties, construction display, creating relationship. Here is the relationship types. You can see my command bar automatically defaults at the flash fit. It's going to keep exactly what relationship you used last will stay in the command bar, and you can see by selecting it, you then can pull down the drop down and select any relationship that you wish to assemble with. However, I'm going to stay in the flash fit. We also have some properties and a couple other functions that you can do up here in the command bar. So by staying in the flash fit, so now I've only done a couple clicks. I went into assemble. Now I'm going to go ahead and start assembling. What we'll do is we're just going to start by just grabbing faces and putting them together. And we always want to make sure that we fully constrain our parts, so we know that while we're selecting these faces and putting them together, 3 constraints will fully constrain a part in solid edge. Again, putting that part to where it will no longer be able to move within that assembly. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm easily coming in here. I'm just grabbing some faces, putting things together. I'm not going back out to reselect a new relationship, and also not having to deal with selecting the part, then selecting the relationship, and selecting the part, and selecting the relationship. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hop out of that command. I'm going to go back in because I want to show you guys a quick tip and trick. Not a lot of people are aware of it. Going back in again, hitting assemble, you can see flash fit comes back up. One thing that you can do now is when going into, say, a screw, a fastener, something like that, we can go ahead and hover over an edge using our quick pick function by right-clicking. We can grab that edge. And we can grab a mating edge, and then we have now put a planar line to mate the underside of the head to the face of this top plate that I have in here. And again, we can continue to do so without having to go back out. We're just grabbing features here, guys, nothing special. And we can go ahead and we can put all these screws in quickly and easily by just selecting that edge of the underside command, establishing the mate to the underside of the head to the top plate and the axial line to the hole. So that's pretty quick and easy. Now I can also do the same thing with a sub-assembly as well. It's not limited to fasteners. So coming out, we can grab that edge, and I can go ahead and place it down in here. And now I have fully assembled my little shut-off valve here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we'll grab some of the here. We're going to go ahead and browse out and grab some parts. You can see here I still have 4 hole locations where I probably want to get some screws in there. Then I have another 4 holes over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right out here, grab this 8mm bolt, and I'm going to bring it. We'll go ahead and bring this bolt in real quick. So now again, by using our edge command, I can go ahead and set that. Real quick, what I want to point out is, notice how the part flipped? What we can do is here's another quick tip and trick for you. We have the screw down here in this preview. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to delete this instance out because it didn't come in very well for us. So now that that's deleted, I'm going to go ahead and by using your mouse, you can rotate this screw in here. Okay? And now when I bring in that screw, it can come right in perfect orientation. Okay? See how that came in? Now when I go in and grab my edge, you'll see that it'll assemble up just quite nicely in there and not give too many more problems. Now going back to my Pathfinder, I can continue to pull the screw without browsing out. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish off assembling these in there real quick. And we are going to have one more. Okay. Now we have 4 screws holding our end plates on. We have our screws in that plate. Made some pretty quick and easy assembly time of this shutoff valve that we have here. Now you can see over here I have 4 more screws I'm going to have to get in over on this side of the part. Well, in this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my screws. Here's another quick tip for you. As you're selecting parts in the assembly environment, if you hold your control key, you can continue selecting more parts. Now I'm over here to my mirror, and by coming in and selecting that center plane, I can go ahead and complete that mirror, and you can see that it automatically popped up the mirror settings dialog box. So I've produced my mirror option across that center plane, again utilizing the base coordinate system that's already there and available to you. So you can see here we have a couple of things: replace assembly structure, ground all parts, mirror as non-modifiable bodies. Okay. And I will finish. And so now I've went through, and not only did I mirror these screws, but now I produced having screws on both sides of my assembly, including all of the parts now pretty much fully assembled. So now if I come in here, and I've noticed now, well, these screws are looking a little long. We're going to go ahead, another quick tip, Control Spacebar, I can get into a face priority setting on my cursor. So by coming in now, I can begin selecting faces. Another quick tip. By hitting your space bar, you can select more than one face. So I'm going to grab the end of this part and also the chamfer. Utilizing the steering wheel, I can select the primary axis and begin altering my screw length. Well, let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, now we can notice that all the screws are now altering at the same time. Another beautiful thing about synchronous technology. We're in here, we're modifying the screws. All of those screws are modifying at the same time. I can also come in and pick up existing geometry from other parts in my assembly. once setting that, you can now see that I've altered the screws. I've made them the correct length, and all of the screws for every instance that it was in my assembly are now altered. All of them at the correct length. So by selecting pieces, we can modify parts basically at will. And another little trick, you can see that now I'm altering the screw, the 4 instances, and the mirrored set. All of them change together. And we're able to clean up our valve, fully assembled, made some changes, had a couple things that didn't look the greatest, and was able to assemble that pretty quick and easily. So let's talk a little bit about what we did here. What did we do? We looked at activating and inactivating when opening assemblies. In my feature, the entire time all of my parts were active. We can go in again by going to activate or inactivate. We can activate and inactivate parts through the feature tree. And also upon opening new assemblies, we have all of our filters here where we can activate and inactivate the parts, applying the filters, simplify override to parts, use all design parts, use all simplified parts, and apply all of those filters upon opening as well. Talked a little bit about looking at simplifying when opening assemblies. Then we moved into assembled using the flash fit command. Then we went through and did a mirror assembly after assembling and pulling parts in through the Pathfinder rather than existing parts in the assembly environment. We edited in the assembly using the synchronous technology. Again, discussing switching the cursor to a face priority by using the shift spacebar, and then selecting the faces of the screws, making them shorter to have adapted to our assembly and set everything up. To verify our screw lengths. And then we also took some time to look through some tips and tricks, and I mentioned a couple of things there to help moving forward in all of your efforts in the assembly environment. Real quick, I'll take some time to discuss training here at CamLogic. We offer a full wide variety of training classes, providing hands-on instruction, of courses for